strategic plan presentation for the goal I am presenting, which is consistent nursing productivity 95 to 100% of the time consistently on the short stay unit. In harmony with the mission statement of St. Mary's Hospital, through our exceptional healthcare services, we reveal the healing presence of God. The strategic goal of the short stay unit is to be productive 95 to 100% of the time consistently, while keeping true to the mission statement of the organization. An action plan will be implemented to ensure faultless execution of the goal for success by all involved. Smart management is aware that success is dependent upon their employees being their most valuable asset. The writer would engage Human Resource Management, HRM, which is a design and application of formal system in an organization to ensure that effective and efficient use of human talent is accomplished organizational goals. To accomplish organizational goals. This includes activities undertaken to attract, develop, and maintain an effective workforce. Managers have to find the right people, place them in positions where they can be most effective, and develop them so they contribute to company success. The HRM strategic will help create a culture that mimics the vision of the organization by engaging and investing in employees. The strategic role of HRM is to drive organizational performance, which in turn increases productivity and revenues. Creating a culture that first allows stakeholders as well as new employees to understand why specific changes are needed in order to be productive is key. It is also important to get feedback from stakeholders. However, engaging them in conversations on how productivity is measured, what is causing the short stay unit to be unproductive, and engaging in conversation, encouraging innovation in the process can be significant. Ongoing learning decreases resistance and anxieties, promoting growth, in turn creating a culture that is innovative, working together towards the goals set forth, with productivity and innovation being the end goal. Learning to promote growth is the stepping stone to internal processes. Identifying the processes that improve productivity as well as hinder it is a must. Comparing different processes, looking at the most productive processes while always looking to improve upon those processes with innovative thinking. This allows for continued innovative ideas for continued productivity, essentially building a human capital. HRM develops strategies for finding the best people, enhancing their skills and knowledge with training programs and opportunities for people and professional development, and providing compensation and benefits that support the sharing of knowledge and appropriately rewarding people for contributions to their organization. Through authentic and transitional leadership, management will utilize dashboards to allow for visual performance. People need a way to see how plans are progressing, engaging their progress towards achieved goals. Deployment of intelligence teams, anticipating and managing uncertainties and turbulence in the environment is a crucial part of planning, which means managers need good intelligence to make informed choices about goals and plans. These teams provide insight, which allows management to make more informed decisions as they relate to goals, as well as formulate contingency plans and scenarios related to major strategic issues. Through investment in employees and stakeholders, productivity can be achieved. Not only does productivity improve upon resources, it improves customer service. Meeting the needs of customers through exceptional care is expected. Integrating productivity can improve quality of care as it relates to organization, effectiveness, and efficiency. In the end, financial goals can be met through learning and growth, improving internal processes, improving quality of customer care, organizational efficiency, and productivity, in turn increasing revenues, meeting the short stay unit goals of productivity consistently at 95 to 100% of the time. The communication plan, the primary goal of this dissemination and communication is to increase productivity successfully in the short stay unit. The goal for the short stay unit to run efficiently, consistently, and organized under management 95 to 100% of the time, improving staff morale. Utilizing various resources, which are not limited to hiring more staff, continual training, communication avenues and materials, face-to-face information, cross-functional meetings, and staff meetings will carry this out. To achieve the best possible outcome, managers must understand how factors such as open communication climates, communication channels, the ability to persuade, communicating with candor, asking questions, listening, and nonverbal behavior all work to enhance or detect formal communication. Understanding how to read employees can be just as important. One approach to selecting an active communication channel is to interpret the emotions of the person who will be receiving the message and then choose the channel that will result in the best outcomes. Scientists have shown that managers can understand how a person is feeling by studying important clues, facial expressions, gestures, body postures, and tone of voice. The communication plan includes identifying needs through listening, executing those needs for educational growth, creating competencies, in turn decreasing anxieties and resistance. Cultivating an environment that has a channel for open communication that is innovative. Working towards goals as well as looking at issues to move forward as it relates to productivity is primary. Internal process reviews with change implementation will ensure that the said methods correlate with the new processes. Cross-functional meetings through the process keep everyone informed and educated. Identify any issues such as needs or concerns that may arise. Cultivating a culture that draws from knowing that our employees are our most valuable asset. Human resource management ensures that when hiring, the goal of the SSU are at the forefront when recruiting, allowing for future success. Investment in employees and stakeholders can achieve productivity, but also improve upon resources and customer service. Meeting the needs of the clients through exceptional care is expected in this culture. Integrating productivity can only improve the quality of customer service. Drawing from authentic, transformational, and adaptive leadership. Did I read this? Drawing from authentic, transformational, and adaptive leadership styles, the implementation and innovation of the SSU goals to increase productivity. The hope is that the staff morale improves, efficiency, organization, and quality of care also improves. In essence, increasing productivity and revenues for St. Mary's Hospital. People need a way to see how plans are progressing and gauge their progress towards achieving goals. Staying true to the mission of the organization being imperative through the exceptional healthcare services, we reveal the healing presence of God. Many factors play into communication plans, but at the forefront is communication and culture created by the leader. Knowing the goal, how to measure productivity, and how to communicate its implementation is key. Building cross-functional teams can help innovation's forward movement. It is important for managers to understand that every communication channel has advantages and disadvantages, and each can be an effective means of communication in the appropriate circumstances. The strategic plan for evaluation. The feedback control method will be used to evaluate how the strategic goal is being met. Meeting productivity at 95 to 100% of the time, each day will be measured, dissected, and analyzed as to what is going well when the productive goal is consistently met. If there are days that are above or below productivity, the same analysis will be performed by the manager and a team of staff members on a shared leadership team. It is important to identify what is working on the days that are meeting the goal and what is not going well on the days that are not meeting productivity, striving for consistency. Collecting data and feedback from surveys that is provided by staff and patients. Keeping in mind that the ultimate goal is to provide quality of care to our patients, keeping our employees happy, and working in an environment that is conducive to productivity and self-gratification. Continually working collaboratively towards the ultimate goal. The focus of the strategic plan is that through employee understanding and education of employees, this can help employees move towards accomplishing this aim. Providing an open book management policy can help with this accomplishment also. Are there any questions?
What are some of the SSU's strengths?
The short stay unit has several strengths, but one of the biggest strengths is the ability to care for a diverse patient population and basically prevent admissions to hospital by allowing observation of patients in the short stay unit for less than 24 hours. This allows patients with more acute needs to be admitted into a hospital bed. Anything else?
How would you handle a resistant employee?
I think the biggest thing with resistance is lack of education. So I think the biggest thing is educating these employees that are resistant to change on what is expected of them and what the needs of the unit are, and actually having an open book type policy on what really it means to be productive.
What can be improved in the SSU?
Formal management. With good formal management, I think we can be efficient, effective, and organized, being more productive, which in turn will increase revenues for the hospital.